my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is going to be a collaboration video with Wrapunzel, and it's going to be a tutorial for this look, which is super nice, and I'm going to call this the 7th wave, because that was actually the name that one of you, hi Debbie, suggested for this wrap when I posted a wrap like that but with different scarves on the Wrapunzel community Facebook group and asked how should I name this wrap. So that was one of the suggestions and I chose that one because for no particular reason, just because I liked it. So yeah, so that is the wrap. We're gonna work with this. It's gonna be 2 scarves. Of course, everything you're seeing here is provided by Wrapunzel. And before we go into this, I just wanted to update you that keep your eyeballs polished and sharpened, because soon you're gonna have the new Leorah kit. We have finalized it as of right now. When I'm filming this, it's on the way to me, and soon I'm gonna be starting to do photo shoots, and I'm gonna be doing videos with that, and it's gonna be super nice. So that is gonna come very soon. So you know, just look out for it. Of course you're going to see it right here. Anyway, so that is that. So I think that's all the housekeeping that we had to do. So without further ado, let's go right into the tutorial. Okay, my lovelies, welcome to the tutorial part, and my Wendy shaper is on, but you can of course also recreate that with the Uberproof or with smaller shapers. As always, just try to find your minor adjustments that you need. Okay, so anyway, so this is the Wendy shaper because it's just my favorite, and the first scarf that we're going to use is the Lakeshore Bliss in forest green, and it looks like this. This is one of the staples, I think, in the Wrapunzel inventory because that is, you know, it is a very special pashmina because it is thin. It is not heavy, and there are pashminas that are super heavy. Like I would consider this a pashmina. I would not consider this a scarf, but it is a thin pashmina. I don't know, for me there is a difference, but it doesn't matter, that's just me. All right, so let's just put it the right way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap that from the back up. So I'm just going to turn to my mirror. I'm going to try to do this without covering myself up too much so you can still see me. Okay, so I'm basically placing it like this. And I'm pulling it a little bit forward because, as you all know by now, that I'm always cleaning up my wraps in the front and not in the back, so that it is sort of lining up like this, okay? Both ends hanging down equally in this case. And dropping over my face. Okay, so now I'm going to flip the additional material inwards, sorry. And then I'm going to take up both ends, and I'm going to tie a knot, but not in the middle. And yeah, I would say something like here. So it's, if you imagine a clock, what would that be for you? Like 2 o'clock or something? Something like this? Am I imagining this right now? I think so. Okay, so I'm bringing this over, and don't worry that it is a little bit messy. We're going to clean this up here, okay? So I'm going to tie a knot right here, pretty much towards the front at around 2 o'clock. I think. Is it 2 o'clock or what is it? I think so. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? That it is not here, even though that is already off center, but it is a little bit more here, and you'll understand why in a second. So I'm going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to just, you know, push the remaining parts here that are sort of sticking out. I'm just going to push that in. And also the knot itself we can clean up and just pull it towards wherever we want it to be so it doesn't look messy. I'm going to push the shaper a little bit to the back. If you are not showing any hair, you might have to figure out a way to work around this, because of tying the knot, it gets pulled up towards your hair by itself. So maybe you have to start further down. Maybe you have to try. I don't know. That might work, that if you start the whole wrap further down. Anyway, so this is how it looks now. Okay, next I'm taking the Serene Silk Scarf, which looks like this. It's super, super beautiful. I'm not 100% sure if that is still available because I've had that quite some time now. So it could be that it's not. I will leave all the information in the description box. If it is available, it will be linked. And if not, I'll put it that it's not available. But there are other things with silk on the Wrapunzel website. And by the way, you do not need to have something with silk. I was just going for this color scheme, so you can literally do whatever you want. Okay, so this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to fold this a little bit. Like, it's not really folding, it's more like crunching, because I think silk is anyway very hard to fold. So I'm just going to hold it like this, and I'm going to hold it so both ends are hanging down equally, and I'm placing this at the back of my head like this. And then I'm going to go against the grain, against what I'm thinking is a logical thing to do, because I want a tail to hang down here, but I want it to be shorter on this side than on this side. So I'm actually going to have this side here where it's supposed to be shorter, it has to be hanging down longer, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do it much longer here, and then I'm going to bring this side that is now much shorter over to this side, and I'm going to tie a knot right behind the one from the Lakeshore Bliss, like right here, but behind it. So now what you see is that the long side that was hanging down here is coming out naturally on this side. So this is where we want to have the long side, okay? So now here you see that this is the shorter end, and that hangs down beautifully just in front of the Lakeshore Bliss, which sort of is like a nice canvas for this colorful scarf. Okay, so that's what we did now. And now I'm going to take up the Lakeshore Bliss. And you can do that actually in two different ways. You can either now put this scarf down first and then drape the Lakeshore Bliss above it. But in that case, because we're working with silk, you might run into trouble because the Lakeshore Bliss might just slip away because it is on top of silk. So that's why I am just flipping it around and using the Lakeshore Bliss first. I'm flaring it out, like opening it up like this, and then I'm tucking it up, tucking it in like right here. So you can still see it a little bit from the front. You know, when you look straight, you can still see it hanging out a tiny little bit. And then I'm going to clean it up a little bit more, apparently. And then I'm going to take the Serene Silk Scarf, flipping it up as well. And now, because again it is of course silk, so this is a little bit of a slippery situation, so I'm gonna take my pin cushion and apparently my lash tweezer, because that is stuck to it. Sorry. Okay, so that's my pin cushion. I have all kinds of different colors of pins, but you can of course use whatever you want. So I'm going to use blue ones because they just disappear in the pattern here of the silk scarf. And I'm just going to tuck this down or pin it down with like 3 or 4 pins, so I don't have to worry that it's going to slide around on my head. Something like this. And then I'm also just going to tuck it in at the same place where I tucked in the Lakeshore Bliss. Girls, I'm so sorry. I always have such trouble with names. I think it's a disease or something. I don't know. I have it all written here, but I cannot remember from one moment to the next. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I'm trying my best. Anyway, so that is the wrap, and I think this is so cool. Now, apparently the 7th Wave, the name of this wrap is a song. I don't know that song, but Debbie, thank you so much for helping me out and for providing this name. And I think this is a super cool out there special wrap that is so nice, and you can do it in all kinds of color schemes. I'm going to pop up a picture here of the look that I did the other day, where I asked for a possible name for this wrap, so you can see it just in a different color scheme where I used my own scarves. And yeah, so you can totally play with that, also with the placement, also with the color schemes. You can do it monochromatic. Just go wild and play with, you know, the creativity that is within you. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. I totally did. I think it's a super pretty wrap. It's super pretty colors. It's just amazing. And also this scarf, the Lakeshore Bliss, the Lakeshore Bliss is just, now that we're starting to be in fall, and you know, it is now sort of coming back that this is a scarf that I can use, because maybe in summer I wouldn't use it so much, but now this is, we're getting there, you know, that all of the nice pashminas are coming back. So that is so super cool. I love pashminas. Anyway, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If so, let me know down in the comment section. And if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to, you know, leave your comments. You find all the information about myself and about Wrapunzel and the contacts and everything, and also what I used in the description box down below. If you want, you can use my affiliate link if you want to place an order with Wrapunzel. It gives you 5% off your order. You'll also find that information in the description box. And besides that, that's it for today. And like I said, soon my next Leorah kit is gonna drop. I don't know if it's next week or the week after or something, it depends, but we're working on it, and it's on the way to me, so I'm super excited to show it to you because it's beautiful. All right, sweeties, so that is it for today, and I love you so much. I'll see you here next time for my next video on my channel, or the next time in the wrapping tutorials, or wherever you want to meet. I'm here as always. So up until then, love you so much. Hugs and kisses. Bye.